Tonight, on a special edition of Evening,
Kraken crew, get on your feet!
go inside the Seattle Kraken and Climate Pledge Arena's One Roof Foundation as they aim to help all kids hit the ice,
To inspire, it's to empower, and also to show representation.
end youth homelessness, and help our community shoot, score, and win.
Welcome to a special edition of Evening. I'm St. Brian, coming to you from the Kraken Community Iceplex at Northgate. This is the home of the Seattle Kraken. Not only is this where the team practices, the Iceplex is a space to develop a love for hockey and other ice sports. Of course, not everyone has the funds or access to play. That's where the One Roof Foundation comes in.
Or from 10.
Every Wednesday morning for 32 weeks, the lobby at the Kraken Community Iceplex is filled with excited preschoolers ready to hit the ice. And they often do hit the ice.
You see so many kids fall, take huge tumbles, but then pop right back up with a big smile on their face.
But this is not a typical Learn to Skate program. This class is part of a partnership with the Seattle Kraken's One Roof Foundation and the Refugee Women's Alliance, or REWA.
We provide a lot of services and resources to immigrants and refugees in the community. We really are advocating for their success and their ability to access a lot of those resources and opportunities that normally wouldn't be available to them, such as learning to ice skate and play hockey.
Whoa!
I have a lot of families where they didn't even know what hockey was initially, and now not only are they getting to experience what it is, but also see potentially future athletes, future Olympians on the ice. It's to inspire, it's to empower, and also to show representation.
That's exactly One Roof Foundation's goal.
This is a really important partnership because we wanted to make sure that kids from all backgrounds, zip codes, income levels are included in this building, in the Kraken fandom, in the Kraken family.
I see a lot of kids having fun on the ice, having fun skating. We're not really focusing so much on any particular skill other than having fun right now, and they're loving it.
With each practice, they're not only honing their skating skills, but gaining confidence, resilience, and a sense of belonging.
This is the fourth year we've been doing it. Every year it just gets better and better. They have more and more family interests. From each of those 4 years, we have kids continuing on their hockey or ice skating journey with us here at the Iceplex.
From first-time skaters to future athletes, this partnership is paving the way for a more inclusive hockey community, one stride at a time.
The Refugee Women's Alliance plans to open up 2 new schools. That will bring the number of students in the Learn to Skate program from 80 all the way up to 100. These are the kind of programs that prove the impact of the Seattle Kraken, and the One Roof Foundation extends far beyond the ice. I sat down with a woman who oversees it all and discovered originally she had quite a bit to learn about hockey.
I knew nothing about hockey before taking this job. But I will say in the last 6 years, I have become not just a hockey fan, but I have tremendous respect for the game and for the athletes.
Mari Horita is the executive director of One Roof Foundation, the philanthropic arm of the Seattle Kraken and Climate Pledge Arena. She was drawn to the team's vision of using sports as a vehicle for social change. Where did this name One Roof Foundation come from?
The name One Roof Foundation means a couple different things. It is a bit of an homage to the arena, but it's also a metaphor for trying to bring everybody together under one roof, saying that we are providing a safe place.
The foundation is built upon 3 core pillars: increasing access to play, advancing environmental justice, and helping to end youth homelessness.
We believe that all young people, regardless of background, socioeconomic status, neighborhood, income, zip code, that all young people should have certain opportunities so that they can thrive and be successful in school and in life.
It's a demanding job, but Mari finds joy in seeing the direct impact of the foundation's work.
Well, watching our 10 a.m. Wednesday morning skates with 80 preschoolers is about the most heartwarming thing you're ever going to see.
One memorable project took place before a recent Billie Eilish concert at Climate Pledge.
And they said, Billie doesn't want a material gift. Do you know of any environmental justice projects going on that we could support in her honor?
So they got to work and connected with Lowell Elementary, a Title I school on Capitol Hill that didn't have drinking fountains with potable water.
We got on the phone and made the commitment with CPA to purchase and install 3 water stations. We also then purchased and distributed 700 co-branded water bottles that went to all the students and all the teachers.
It's a pretty cool job when you can affect your own community like that.
It's an incredible job. Yeah.
Let's dive deeper into one of the pillars of the One Roof Foundation that Mari was talking about, ending youth homelessness. It is one of the greater challenges facing our region and one they can't tackle alone.
Shane Wright picks up this puck, head up.
The community embraces my husband's job. They support the Kraken. So I guess in reverse, I would like to embrace the community.
Mary Beth Bilesma's husband, Dan, is the head coach of the Seattle Kraken.
It's important for me to give back to the community, and so that's why I volunteer. That's why I come here.
Here is Youth Care's Orion Center in Seattle. The nonprofit works to end youth homelessness by offering services like shelter, mental health counseling, education, and employment training.
To have young people that actually have a place to go where they're seen, they're respected, that they're valued, that someone can provide resources for them, that can give them opportunities to grow.
I see Seattle suffering with is adult homelessness, and how can I help with ending it at its beginning phase, which is our youth.
Today, Mary Beth is making lunch. The center offers 3 hot meals a day.
Okay, first call for lunch.
On the menu, meatball subs with salad and cupcakes made by Mary Beth.
I like to bring in something homemade. Feel like a little sweetness in everybody's day helps out.
The Seattle Kraken and One Roof Foundation have partnered with Youth Care, offering much needed funds and resources.
It's massive, the support that they've been able to provide. The work is really hard and the hours are long, and the stories we hear are really, there's just a lot of, it can really kind of hurt your heart. Just like the fact that they're, acknowledging that all the work that's being done here, that just means the world to us.
Anything else then? Okay. The goal of Youth Care with One Roof's Foundation help and support is to not have to need a facility like this. And so I am so happy to be just a little part of that.
To date, One Roof Foundation has raised more than $4 million for Youth Care and other nonprofits fighting to end youth homelessness.
Still to come on evening, the school program teaching kids a love of hockey, no skates required.
We believe that sport and play is a right for every child.
50-50
And later, how you can win thousands of dollars at a Kraken game.
Well, and we're making money for a good cause.
That is correct. Yep.
Wow!
Local stories make a difference.
I want to check that out.
With the power to enrich lives, strengthen communities, and make us smile. Evening is made possible by Primera Blue Cross. Primera Blue Cross, always in your corner.
Welcome back to a special edition of Evening from the Kraken Community Iceplex at Northgate. I have just bought myself a cup of coffee from the Starbucks community store here, and with that one small act, I've actually contributed to the good works of the One Roof Foundation. Joining me now is Amber Mullen with Starbucks, and Amber, all I did was buy a cup of coffee, and yet I feel like a hero.
Yeah, every cup of coffee that is purchased here at the Kraken, 10% of the proceeds go back to the One Roof Foundation.
Why has Starbucks teamed up with the Kraken?
Well, the Kraken is an incredible team of people that work here, and also Starbucks has made a commitment to opening community stores across the U.S. to serve underserved communities.
What have you and the One Roof Foundation done for the community?
Well, through the 10% for everything purchased here at the store, over the last 4 years, we have donated over $325,000. We're supporting many, many elementary schools around here, lots of skates that happen here with the kids. We've got an all-girls hockey team that practices here. Rewa comes in once a week, and we donate cake pops and hot chocolates and all kinds of things to them on a weekly basis.
All right, thank you, Amber. The One Roof Foundation is also making sure that kids all across our region get a chance to play hockey. No skates required. Do you skate on the ice?
Not very well.
Well, then you would like this program. It's called Ball Hockey, and it's coming to local schools, and the competition is heating up.
These two teams went through a regular season battling through the playoffs. The kids have been playfully trash talking back and forth about who's gonna win.
It's game night at Maplewood Heights Elementary in Renton. The #1 Crushing facing off against the High Tech in the Little Kraken's Floor Hockey Championship. The challengers are off to an early lead. The High Tech scored 3 unanswered goals in just 6 minutes of the first period. There's more than bragging rights on the line. These 4th and 5th graders are playing for gold medals and the school's own version of the Stanley Cup.
They want to win it for their teachers, for their families, for their friends. And so it's just been awesome, and they're very excited.
Floor or ball hockey is similar to ice hockey, but the kids are running instead of skating. PE teacher Jason Keniston started this program 4 years ago to make the sport more accessible.
Hockey is a very expensive sport, requires lessons on how to skate, the equipment is outrageous, and the cost is just crazy. But when it's right here, right after school, it's something they do in PE, and it's free, it makes it possible.
The Seattle Kraken and One Roof Foundation also helped make it possible.
We believe that sport and play is a right for every child.
The team provided the school jerseys, hockey sticks, and goal nets. Speaking of goals, this game is heating up. The Crushing are making a comeback, now up 4-3 at the end of the second period. Let's take a Zamboni break.
They definitely go all out for this. It's really fun to see the school get really excited, all of the kids cheering on their classmates.
The Kraken expanded the program beyond Maplewood Heights and hope to build on its success.
I think right now we're in 11 locations across 9 different cities in the Puget Sound, and we hope to continue to grow that with new school districts, new Parks and Rec programs, and different after-school programs.
It's a very special feeling that something as big as the NHL and the Seattle Kraken franchise would reach out to a public school who they had never heard of until a couple years ago.
Back on the floor, the teams are going to overtime.
You couldn't have asked for a better game.
After a hard-fought battle, the High Tech take gold with a final score of 7-6. While it's cheers for the High Tech, it's silver medals and some tears for the Crushing.
Someone's gonna lose, and that's part of life, and that's part of sports. We talked about it in PE, about life lessons, about persevering, about accepting that sometimes you lose. Sometimes things don't go your way. You could do your absolute best, and sometimes it's not enough. And today's gonna teach them that. It's not the end of your life. It's just an awesome time to learn, and you will grow from it.
What a great game. So many life lessons learned. Congratulations to the high-tech Little Krakens for taking home the cup.
Coming up,
people who are really working to uplift, unite, and inspire people.
celebrate the heroes of the deep. Follow King 5 Evening on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for exclusive broadcasts, extras, and giveaways. It's your direct line to Team Evening and the best of the Pacific Northwest.
Welcome back to Evening. When you buy certain items at the Kraken team store, like the holiday ornaments or the Kraken common thread gear, you're not only supporting the team, you're also supporting the community. This team store is open 7 days a week. And while the One Roof Foundation is doing amazing work across our region, they're not the only ones inspiring change in our community.
The atmosphere in the arena is amazing. Our fans get so behind it.
Kraken crew, get on your feet! At every home game, the Seattle Kraken make waves, both on and off the ice, by celebrating the people making a difference in the community.
We're looking for people who have overcome obstacles to serve their community, people who are really working to uplift, unite, and inspire people.
The Heroes of the Deep program started in 2022 by the Kraken's One Roof Foundation. So far, more than $3 million have been donated to local nonprofits, one big $32,000 check at a time.
32 has just been a number throughout our team's history. We were the 32nd franchise, and so $32,000 was the amount we went with.
I am proud to introduce tonight's Hero of the Deep.
Beyond the numbers, the program is about celebrating remarkable individuals and organizations like the Urban League Food Hub at Lowell Elementary School.
The Food Hub there is actually the first food pantry located in a Seattle public school. The students at Lowell Elementary face a number of different challenges, including inconsistent access to food. So the funds from the Hero of the Deep that night was able to go to provide food free of cost to the kids at Lowell Elementary and their families.
The program is about more than just recognition. It's about shifting the spotlight towards the good happening in our communities.
There are just so many amazing people in this community that are doing incredible work. And so often we hear the negative news stories. It's so fun to get to bring light to all this incredible positive things that are happening in our community.
It's also a rewarding experience for those who make the call.
It's really a fun call to get to make every time we call to let a hero know that they've been selected. It's just so much fun, and it's really been an incredible group of people to work with.
If you know someone making a difference, you can nominate them for Heroes of the Deep at the One Roof Foundation website.
50-50 raffle tickets for One Roof Foundation.
Meet the couple helping fans win thousands of dollars at Seattle Kraken games. Now in our 39th season, Evening shares local stories that make our community shine. Thanks to support from PEMCO Insurance. PEMCO empowers the Northwest to prevent the preventable. Learn how at PEMCO.com.
Welcome back to the show. You hang out here long enough and they're gonna put you to work. Want a chance to win thousands of dollars at a Kraken game and support a great cause? Here's a couple you need to meet.
When the doors open on a Kraken game at Climate Pledge Arena, you may hear this.
Hello, welcome to the game.
50-50 raffle.
It's the sound of commitment to a good cause and to one another.
Hello, welcome to the game. 50-50 raffle tickets for One Roof Foundation.
50-50 raffle.
50-50 raffle tickets.
Rachel and Jeff Steinebray sell 50-50 raffle tickets in support of One Roof Foundation.
Well, and we're making money for a good cause.
That is correct. Yep. Half of it will go to the One Roof Foundation that supports youth homelessness, youth access to sports, and environmental.
The husband and wife volunteer team is approaching their 100th game. They've raised almost $70,000. Also, this
50-50 raffle tickets for One Roof Foundation
is their date night.
So yes, it is a night out for us. Yeah.
Raffles and relationships have a lot in common. There's some luck involved.
Let's get you some lucky numbers.
Some rejection.
50-50 raffle tickets. Can I interest you guys in a raffle ticket?
A little time apart can be good.
Sometimes we have to split up and just wander in order to get some sales.
And optimism always helps.
Good luck.
These two have a healthy competition.
So I tend to be the vocal one. It's very loud, and then she's the...
I smile.
Yeah.
Tonight, Jeff makes a big sale.
Awesome. Best case, you win. Otherwise, at least charity will get half of it. We did our best deal, the 320 tickets for $100. So, great chance to win, as well as a great donation to One Roof Foundation.
After tickets get tallied, Rachel tops Jeff in sales. Someone goes home with $8,900, and the same amount goes to One Roof Foundation.
One of these numbers.
Winners all around.
50-50 raffle tickets.
I think the impact of the One Roof Foundation is really important, and so for me, that's why I do it. That's definitely why I do it.
It's great to be a part of the community and have a cause that matters and be able to support it.
Thank you so much. Good luck. Enjoy the game.
As for the romance of selling raffle tickets, Rachel and Jeff's date nights always end the same way.
Tired.
We're usually pretty tired.
Damn.
looks like hard work and fun. One Roof Foundation is always looking for volunteers to sell those 50/50 tickets. If you'd like to learn more about that program or anything else you've seen in tonight's show, head up their website. And with that, all that's left to say is, let's go Kraken. All right, I'm actually driving a Zamboni. I've always wanted to drive a Zamboni. It's all coming back to me. What's coming back to me is the fact that I've never done this before.